what you need.
Get over here. Hold that thought 1 second.
Hello?
Carly?
He's busy, Julia.
Oh, so you're answering his cell phone now?
Is there something you need?
Yeah, I need to talk to Jack.
Well, he can't talk to you right now. And I have things to do.
She hung up on me.
Who?
Carly.
What do you expect from Carla? I mean, you try to call her.
I didn't try to call her. I was calling Jack, and she picked up his cell phone, and then she hung up on me.
Oh, sweetheart, I'm really sorry.
All I was trying to do was set some kind of a schedule so that my son is not constantly disappointed by the person who says he's going to be there and then doesn't show up.
You just got to give it a little time.
I can't. It's just too hard. You know, every time he says no or he doesn't show up, he used to look at me like I was his whole world. And now I'm the problem. I'm this frustrated woman who's making demands on his time. I don't want to be that person, you know? And I'm sorry, but I'm not going to take a number, and neither is my son. If Jack won't make time for us, then I'm going to find someone who will.
Holden! I am so sorry. It took so long for Craig to be seen by a doctor because not that many doctors work on New Year's Eve. And then I run into a ton of traffic on my way to Lakeview because every teenager in town is on their way to the lake, of course.
It's okay.
No, it's not okay. I want to spend New Year's Eve with my favorite guy.
And I guess you did.
Are you mad at me?
I'm not mad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. More than you will ever know.
What happened? You seem different.
I've been doing some thinking. That's what you're supposed to do on New Year's. Reflect on the year gone by.
Me too. And I want things to change.
Do you?
Well, you know I do. Holden.
I can't do this anymore. I won't. So I'm moving out. Tonight.
Dusty found them.
Both of them, Lucy and Raphael.
Yeah, together and safe.
Where were they?
Well, she didn't really know.
That's incredibly lucky. They survived a plane crash and blizzard and an avalanche.
I just want her home before anything else happens.
As long as Dusty's with her, she will be fine.
Well, I want to see for myself. I want to hug her and I want to kiss her. After Brian's death, I just know far too well what can happen.
I gotta hand it to you, Dusty. If you hadn't set off that flare, I'd still be digging in the wrong snowbank. Thanks to you, here I am. And now you're all gonna die.
You're not the only one who saw the flare, Don. You know, the whole Forest Service rescue team is out there.
They're back at their ranch with their feet up in front of a fire. They don't get paid enough to wait around in a blizzard. Now, by the time they find you, the sun will be out, it'll be too late.
You don't want to do this.
I don't want to do this. Get rid of you three? After what you put me through? Nah, this is justice.
You can still walk out of here. If you go now, I won't follow you. You can go to Mexico.
Sorry. I found you in a $5 fight. I groomed you, staked you, trained you. You turn on me? Huh? You go to the cops?
Please don't hurt him.
No! No!
No, this is her fault. She should die first.
Nothing is working. Ever since your sister died, I just don't know how to feel close to you anymore. I don't know what you're thinking. I don't know what you want. Me moving out, it's just putting a name to it.
Putting a name to it? Putting a name? I won't even know where you are.
I'm not leaving town. I'm just leaving the house.
Where are the kids? I don't even know how to explain this to them. What do I say?
I will come back tomorrow morning, and we'll sit them down and we'll explain it together.
Explain it? How can we explain it? I don't understand it. How can we explain it to them?
What the kids need to know is that we both still love them, and this is not their fault. I'm still gonna see them every day. And if something comes up, we'll talk about it.
And that's supposed to make everything all right.
No, but it'll make things honest.
What are you talking about? What are you implying?
The kids know that something is wrong. Luke, he knows, and the girls, they can sense the tension. And it's time that we get the truth out and deal with it.
The truth? From what I understand, the truth was that we wanted to work this out together. Our marriage was important. Now what has changed? Why do you have to leave the house tonight? Right now, in the middle of the night?
Lily, I wanted to spend the night with you. It's New Year's.
Okay, so there it is again. It is about Craig.
No, it's not about Craig, and it's not about Molly, and it's not about your sister.
I called you at the Lakeview. You said it was okay.
It is okay. Because that's just the way it is, and we need to admit it. Our lives have gone in different directions. You have your life, I have my life. And except for the kids, we don't connect. We're two very nice people staying in the same house. And that's just not enough for me anymore. So I'll be staying at the Lakeview tonight. And I'll be back first thing in the morning.
Wait, don't. It's late. I mean, come on, just stay the night. All right, we'll get up in the morning and we'll talk to the kids about this together.
I can't stay here anymore.
This is your home.
I don't miss it.
Don't let me interrupt.
Oh, Craig. Craig, I have wonderful news. Lucy is alive and she's fine.
They found?
I just heard from her. She just called me. She's fine. She's coming home. Craig.
Oh. I was prepared for the worst. I'm just so grateful we found her.
I'm sorry, I'm being rude. You know Jordan Sinclair.
Oh, no, not really. I think he married my other ex-wife.
Ah, right. Well, it's so hard to keep up with you.
You two are obviously very good friends now.
Oh, I thought I heard your voice. You're not welcome in my house anymore, and you know that.
Oh, Jordan Sinclair, be forewarned. When old Mother Hubbard turns on you, it's not pretty.
Craig, behave. Mother, I invited him here so I could fill him in on Lucy's rescue.
Well, you filled him in, so now you can go.
He needs details.
All right. Well, Jordan, we know that Lucy's okay and she's on her way home. Perhaps you and I could find a little time to talk about the Kiplinger merger.
Well, my files are in the car.
Great. I could use a breath of fresh air. And when I come back, you'll be gone?
Yes, Mother.
Talk to you later. I'm glad they found your daughter, Craig. I know what it's like to lose a child.
Are you paying attention? Everybody seems to hate you.
Oh, nothing new. Right, sir?
Except me, of course, because I'm forever hopeful that you're going to change.
Yes, look. We need to talk. Now that Lucy's home.
Ah, you're going to call the police and have her mother arrested?
No.
Do you want money?
I like money. But no, not from you.
Huh. Well, this is new and different. So what is it? You going to yell at me, or maybe have a more subtle revenge plan for me?
No. I am not going to tell Lucy that you had me drugged with chloroform, kidnapped, and force-fed dry bread and religion. That is going to remain our little secret.
Don't hurt her. She didn't do anything to you. I'm the one you're mad at. Oh, you're gonna get yours. After you watch your girlfriend die.
Nobody's gotta die.
Oh, someone's gotta pay for Bud. And that pilot. Better you than me.
Bud's dead?
Bud's dead. Dom shot him, stuffed him in the locker.
Oh, you cross me, you're gonna pay. What's the matter, huh? Never met a man you couldn't control?
Leave her alone.
Or what, huh? I shoot you first? Huh? You see what she does to you? She's the problem here. If it wasn't for her, we'd be in Miami counting our money. Until he met you, there's only one thing on my man Dusty's mind. How much? He was a low-life player with just enough brains to stay a step ahead of the cops, right? You got along fine. Then you happy.
If what you're interested in is money, I can...
Ah! Don't you see what she does? It's maddening. She figures out what she wants and she dangles it just out of reach. You ever get what you wanted? It's cold in here. It should keep you warm.
Oh, shut up, all right?
Raffy was a good boy, too. You know? But you had to go in the room with Atwt, didn't
I'm free. Come here. Let's party. Come on.
Well, sweetheart, I'm not entirely sure that you're going to want to party with me when you hear what I did.
What'd you do?
Well, your phone rang while you were busy, and I thought that it might be Parker, so I answered it. And it was Julia. I told her that you were busy, and she wasn't happy with that, or with the fact that I answered your phone, so I told her that I couldn't talk to her, and then I hung up.
On her?
Well, no, I didn't hang up on her exactly. I mean, I told her that you weren't available and that I had to go, and then I hung up on her. That's not so bad, though, is it? Really? It's no secret that we're not exactly best friends. It's not terrible.
It's okay, it's okay. It's just that I was supposed to hang out with JJ earlier today, and I got hung up on a case, and when I showed up late, she wasn't exactly happy. JJ's having a tough time. He can't grasp the fact that I'm not going to be coming home. That's all.
Oh. Sweetheart, I know that you care about him a lot. But I wonder if it might not be better for you to sort of ease out of the picture. I mean, for him, for his sake. And no matter what you do, Julia is not going to be happy. She's very resentful, and that's only going to get worse than with this little boy right in the middle of it.
Yeah, maybe it'd be better if they just left town.
Don't make me out to be the bad guy here. And Julia should have seen this coming. I warned her. I told her not to get his hopes up. I mean, you have a very busy life. You have a demanding job and children of your own. So if Julia were smart, she would take the boy and start over someplace else.
I love that little boy, and he is like a son to me. The last thing I want is for him to move someplace else. I want him in my life, Carly.
Jack Snyder's not the only decent man in Oakdale, you know. Holden has been really great to JJ. He made sure that JJ had a Christmas.
Oh,
He's teaching him how to ride a horse.
Wait. Holden has 3 little children at home. He's got a grown son who is trying desperately to recover from some very serious injuries.
I know, and he still finds time. That's what I mean, because he knows what it means to make a commitment to a little child, because he is a warm, decent human being, you know.
I'm sure that his wife would agree with that.
Well, she's a damn fool if she doesn't.
Oh, wait. Lily, Lily is certainly not a fool. You just, look, I've known her for, I can't even remember how many years we've been partners together. We're certainly good friends. And just remember that Lily has a lot of friends here in this town. And Lily and Holden are as solid together as can be.
I'm sure they are. I didn't mean...
Oh, I certainly hope not.
No, God, no. And Lily's been wonderful. She's been so kind to JJ. And I don't make it a habit to go after other women's husbands. What happened with Jack was, you know, I didn't know he was married, and he didn't know he was married. It was an accident. And, you know, the only reason I mentioned Holden is just because, well, he's a good man, you know, and I know that there are other good men, single, good men. Hopefully, when I get myself together and on my feet, I'll meet one. In the meantime, I'm just really glad to have a job and have a place to stay and have you as my friend.
Okay, I have to get back to work. Julian, honey, I'm really glad we've cleared the air about Holden. I really don't want you to get your hopes up, you know? Not after all you've been through.
So you're taking?
I'll come by tomorrow and pick up the rest of it. I'll be at the Lakeview tonight, farm tomorrow. You have the numbers, obviously. Okay, then.
That's it? Just walk out the door like you're going to the post office, go to the farm like it's nothing?
Lily, I don't want to fight with you. There's really nothing left to say, and I don't want to wake the kids.
Oh, right. Don't wake the kids. Because you know what? We spent half our lives together, and we have children together, but who cares?
I care. That's
Really?
why I'm coming back tomorrow.
Good for you, coming back tomorrow, making sure everything's fine and everything goes smoothly, make sure nobody's upset. You know what? I'm upset. I'm upset. I thought things were bad, but I did not see this. I did not see this coming.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. You're not sorry. Look at you. You're gone.
Lily,
You're already gone.
do you want
I want
from
you
me?
to admit that this is something. It's not nothing. It's just something, and it's not easy for you.
Easy? I am so disappointed right now.
I know how disappointed you are in me. You've told me, believe me, many times.
No, you have changed. And I am upset about that. I don't blame you. But the girl that I met in the barn, the woman that I fell in love with and married, my partner in all things, good and bad, I don't know what happened. You're still beautiful and smart, and you're so wonderful with the kids. But whatever it is that lit you up when you looked at me, it's gone. I've lost you.
No, you haven't lost me. I know we haven't connected lately,
It's
but
over. And it is not easy for me to say that. It's taken me a very long time to come to terms with it. Why do you think that I've been here so long, sleeping in the guest room?
That was your idea.
Yeah, because I thought we could work things out, but we can't. And I'm not happy about it. But at least I have the respect for you and for the kids to leave here quietly. And if that makes it seem like I don't care or I'm not upset, then we really have lost touch.
Looks like your boyfriend volunteered to go first. But that's okay. You got it covered, right, Raphael? Don't worry, Dusty won't last. What you got too? What's that?
We heard it before, just before the avalanche.
The shots must have started another one.
We gotta get out of here now! No, you don't. No, you don't. You get over here. Change of plans. I'm leaving, y'all stay.
What? We'll be buried alive!
That's the point, sweetheart.
Coming up on As the World Turns.
What did you do?
I love my wife.
I know things are a mess right now, Holden, but I do love you.
Why do you think Sierra continues to have discourse with this man?
I would say mostly for Lucy's sake. She's very smart. She knows that she will lose her leverage if she cuts him off.
She's got to be careful. She's going to lose her head. If you knew how many times that man...
I'm not sure I want to know.
Well, he insinuates himself into her life when she's feeling charitable or she's feeling vulnerable, as she is right now. And he whines and he wheedles and she opens her arms. I've seen that. Or her pocketbook, and I've seen that too. Or both of them, and I cannot let that happen again. I can't, and it will, unless I know exactly what he's up to.
Lucinda, I'm very fond of your daughter.
Yes, I noticed that.
Which is why I will not spy on her for you.
Oh, but darling, this isn't spying. This is fact-finding. This is preemptive deterrence. I have got to know. The more I know, the more I can protect my daughter.
I'm not so sure she wants to be protected.
Well, no, not by me, by Mother, but maybe you? Yeah? I fancy she might rather relish nestling under your wing.
Drink?
No. But I would like to know what you meant when you said that we wouldn't have to talk about your little sojourn in the monastery.
You do, huh? Well, I don't know. I think I like having the upper hand.
You have always had the upper hand. I loved you, remember?
Ah, you still do. Well, you tolerate me anyway.
I still pray for you.
Yes, you and Francis and all the brothers.
Poor Brother Francis. He did his best.
Well, yeah, he's a good man. Dull, but good. You're good. Lucy? I don't know. I think she has some of her father's thrill of the chase in her.
Yes, I think she might.
Which is why I am not going to tell her that her mother had her father drugged and dragged to a monastery and threatened with life imprisonment in a bad caftan if I didn't repent. For a saint, you are surprisingly vicious.
Well, anything for a good cause.
Which is why I am not going to tell her. Okay? That's going to be our little secret.
Am I to believe that you're actually doing the right thing?
Believe what you will.
Or is this some kind of bribe? You know, like if you don't tell her about the monastery, then I keep quiet about Alan. Because if that's it, you can just forget it. Because a month in a monastery does not compare to a bullet in the chest. So just forget it. No deal.
I could shoot you, but why waste a bullet? This avalanche is gonna do just fine. It's time for me to go. You're not gonna get away with this! Get away with what, stupid? This is Mother Nature getting even. Let's get out of here. Go ahead. Listen, up the ladder. Make sure she gets all the way up. Go ahead. Go.
We've been through this before, haven't we? With another child named JJ. And when the time came, you let that child go, even though you felt like he was
I let
your
him go
own.
because he had a mother and a father to love him and take care of him. JJ's got Julia, yes, and she's a wonderful mother, but his father... Carly, his father was abusive.
Yes.
Well, then how can you expect me to turn my back
Because
on that?
I don't think that you're really helping him. You are never going to win with Julia, Jack. You know that. And how is this boy supposed to sort through all of those feelings that he loves you, but you make his mother sad, that he can't wait to see you, but seeing you makes his mother so
All I know
unhappy?
is that JJ asked me to be his father, and I said yes. I don't go back on my word.
Things have changed since you made that promise. I think you need to think about what's best for him now, given the situation as it is right now.
I can handle Julia. But you don't think so?
I think it's hard to change someone under the best of circumstances. And when she doesn't want to change, it's pretty near impossible.
Thank you.
Hey, Holden. What are you doing here? I thought you left.
I did.
Where's Lily and the kids?
They're home. I'll see you in the morning.
Hey, what's going on?
It's just... I don't really want to talk about it right now.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you look lost. Hey, whatever. You know, I'm not trying to pry or anything. It's just you've been a really good friend to me, and if you need someone to talk to, or, you know, you just want company or whatever, you know where I am because, you know, hey, you put me there. So, I'm officially babbling. I'm just gonna go.
Wait. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to, It's just been a while since anybody tried to figure out what was going on with me. I guess I forgot how that works.
Okay, well, you talk and I listen.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem. You talk and it doesn't register. So you finally figure out that you need to do something, and you do it. And then you realize that what you did is a little odd. But you're okay with it because you knew you had to do it. And it's new.
Hey, sounds like the last 6 months of my life.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I love my wife.
I just need to set some ground rules, that's all.
Such as?
I'm not gonna call her tonight. I'll let her cool down. I'll call her tomorrow and see what she wants.
What she wants is her family back.
No, I promised that I would be there for JJ. And I'll honor that. And now maybe that he's back in school and I'm back to work, maybe we can hammer out some kind of schedule, you know, like you and Hal have.
Oh, don't bring me into it.
Okay, so not what you and Hal have, but a schedule nonetheless.
Okay. Well, the schedule is a very good start, but I wouldn't get your hopes up.
Why? What do you mean?
You will never satisfy that woman, Jack. You can pick the kid up 4 times a week at exactly 3 o'clock.
Then what do you suggest I do that doesn't involve me turning my back on JJ?
Jack, the Emmy's on the phone.
I gotta take this.
You're too nice, Jack. And Julia knows it. I guess it's up to me. I'll have to deal with her.
You left Lily. I'm sure you did what you had to do, but I just never. I mean, we were just sitting here toasting the new year.
Well, that was part of it, talking about last year and all the problems. We had a lot of problems, and we did not deal with them very well.
Sorry.
Yeah? Yeah, me too.
You know, when I left Les, I mean, even though he was, well, you know what he was like, you met him. It still hurt. Because you have to let go of that thing that you fell in love with in the first place, and that's just hard.
Yeah.
Because you wanna hold on to the way it was in the beginning. Before everything went all crazy, you know? Remember the good times. I'm sorry.
Anyway, I'm gonna be staying here tonight and going out to the farm tomorrow, so I'll be around. You can tell JJ.
He's gonna love that. He's still talking about that horseback ride you took him on.
I'll give him another lesson.
Really?
As many as he wants.
That'd be great.
Mr. Snyder, your room is ready.
Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey. It's gonna be okay. Okay?
Thank you.
Okay. I know things are a mess right now, Holden. But I do love you.
So what makes you so sure that you can trust me with your daughter?
You're cute and you're smart. I'd be a fool if I trusted you. But I also think that you're a nice young man, and I think you'll watch Craig for me for Sierra's sake.
If I say yes, can we please stop drinking?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Bravo. I knew that you were a young man that I could count on.
Well, I'm doing it for Sierra.
Whatever.
And because I don't trust Craig.
But it's not a hardship what you're doing for Sierra, is it? Doing me this tiny favor? Because actually, I think you kind of like Sierra a bit, don't you?
You could have asked me that without getting me drunk.
And what would you have told me?
I would have told you that I like your daughter. Very much.
I'm not trying to influence you or offer you a deal. You can tell Lucy whatever you want.
That you had her kidnapped.
She knows that, and she knows why. And as for the rest of it, if you want to tell her that you blame me for Alan's death, you go right ahead. That is your call. But I'm not going to tell her about the monastery. She has been through enough, and I'm not going to hurt her. Right now, she is safe, and I don't feel like hurting anybody.
Well, that's, noble of you.
If I was noble, I'd go back to the monastery and get locked up again.
But that would only hurt her, too.
Man, me. 1 month in the monastery taught me anything. I don't do well in small rooms.
Was that all it taught you?
No. It taught me that ultimately I was a bad husband, a mediocre father, and a lousy friend, and that I can't change any of that. And that if there's any hope, it's in the future. And if I'm lucky enough, I will be forgiven. But I'd better leave now because I don't think your mother on principle is ever going to forgive me, so.
No, I don't think she will. You know, is this some kind of trick? You know, you're just gonna act like you're a changed man and then hope that I'll forgive you?
No, it's not a trick, and you will never know how sorry I really am.
Something happened at that monastery.
I don't know.
No, I think something happened.
Maybe. But I'm not going to tell Lucy. She's been through enough. She's home. She's safe. That's what's important.
It's a damn good thing you set off that flare. We'd never have been able to find you.
What about Dominic Ramsey?
Buried. We'll never get him out. That mine's his tomb.
All I want is a hot bath, a steak, and 16 hours of sleep.
That's my girl.
Am I?
There's so much I want to say to you. I'm just so grateful. I found you in time that you're alive. That you come home.
On the next, As the World Turns.
Are you and Mom getting divorced?
Well, where does Hal stand with all of this?
He's counting on the polygraph test to clear me.
We're all set up down at the station. It's time to go.
Maybe it would be better if we didn't see each other.
Is that what you want to do?